I'm waiting for a little bit more people to come in, but my precious partner, would you please go ahead and request the box? Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Thank you. You are enough. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Blue,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I was wondering where that beeping was
Fine.
coming from.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Miss Vaughn. How you doing? Make sure I hit you with that fade. That's what's
So
up.
how was y'all Sunday?
Mine's been so exciting because I'm so ready to go.
I
Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank
know.
you, Miss Vaughn.
I'm so happy for you. We're gonna start in just a few minutes. Mm. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Vaughn.
I just want to know it's okay not to be okay, but you are enough.
It is. Hold on,
You
y'all.
are enough.
Thank you, Raspberry.
Get away. Oh wow. Thank you. I just
Sorry, y'all. They normally don't be beeping.
why. Thank you, Miss.
Ooh, for me too. Miss Sweet Otter. Thank you. Thank you, wife.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
It's
Thank
that time.
you. Oh
It's the
wow.
time. I gotta figure out this third clue for the scavenger hunt. It is giving me
I
issues.
know. You. All right. I would like to thank everybody for coming out to You Are Enough on Sunday at 7 p.m. It's okay not to be okay. You are enough. I'm gonna give one more minute for my co-host to come back, and we're gonna get started. Um, we were supposed to be we were supposed to be talking about children, parents with disabled children, with autistic children. Um, we're still gonna be talking about that because I have one that is artistic. Um, I'm just waiting for my co-host to come back.
Yeah, that was the doctor's office calling me.
It's okay.
Thought tag was tagging.
So go ahead, Blue. You can introduce yourself and
Give
we'll
me
get started.
1 second.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, Aquarian.
Kingdom.
Thank you for the cherries. Thank you all for coming out to You Are Enough at 7 p.m. on Sundays. It's okay not to be okay. Just know that you are enough through all your trials and tribulations, whatever you got going on. Just know that it's okay not to be okay, but you are enough.
All right, y'all, I got a lot going on around me. I'm currently at the airport, but hello, I am OG Blue, the second GQ bars. So, y'all can catch me here with my lovely co-star every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for You Are Enough. We do have one more episode left after tonight in our first season. Can y'all believe we are almost at the end of season one? I'm so excited. But season two will be back very shortly, January 7th. And y'all can catch me anywhere y'all see the GQ crown, anywhere y'all see G Way or No Way. I am his secretary and I do a lot of recruitment for his shows. So if you want to be on any GQ content, whether it's Hood Feud, Attack of the Zodiac, Sing It, or anything else that is GQ related, holla at me. I'm the one to know and I will get you in the door. Let's go. Okay, listen, Miss Vaughn, do you have IG? Because if so, please follow me. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. That way you can see previous episodes so you know which show you want to be on.
Okay.
All right, so in life things go the different way. So I have a friend who has an autistic child, and we also have a member of our organization, our movement, that has three. Unfortunately, lives, and neither one of them have been able to make it tonight. One has been dealing with personal issues, and the other one's son is actually sick. He has pneumonia. So, for those of y'all that are spiritual, please pray for them, keep them in your prayers, uplift them. We currently do not have a guest of honor, but if there is anyone in the comments that want to talk about it, please feel free to box up. I mean, this is something that I felt like it was that was be important and special to talk about because there are so many people. I didn't even realize how many people I that we know that we talk to on a daily basis that have autistic children. So as of right now, we don't have a guest of honor, but that's okay because we are still gonna make sure that the parents of autistic children get the flowers they deserve because it is hard. It is sometimes hard for people with children that are not on the spectrum, so it's sometimes a little bit harder. And I wanted to give recognition to those parents. Thank you, sir, because they are just simply trying to make sure their kids feel like they're good enough. So I wanted to make sure they felt like they were good enough too. So right now, we're waiting. So bear with us, please. I got a few people I'm trying to see if they're gonna come through and share their stories. Like I said, if there's anyone that's in the comments already that is a parent of an autistic child, please feel free to box up if you feel like sharing or if you know of anyone. Um, but if not, just give us just a few minutes. We're gonna get it together. Hey, Sunflower.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
I'm
Just
doing
trying to
great.
get.
I don't have no lipstick on.
Try not
Let
to
me
get
put this
flustered
on.
at the moment, so y'all pray for me.
I was extremely excited about you guys doing the show today. Um uh yeah, I was sharing with Blue uh last week how I'm a mental health tech, and I've worked in the field of special education, and especially with uh, children who are autistic or on the spectrum in all types of ways of the spectrum. It's been something that I have many heart songs, but this is one thing that is really a heart song of mine too.
Right.
So much so that I I always be putting my ear to the street. But there are several people here on the app that have children with autism, that I wanted to start a support group. It never kicked off because I started doing my show. So it because I don't have anyone directly with autism. To me, I just wanted to hold on just a second because Alexa be tripping.
I'm sorry,
Alexa,
y'all.
stop.
I have to sound too. If you need to mute me, real sister, mute me because my background is crazy.
Um, but yeah, so when I worked in special education, I was a one-on-one para for a young man who is autistic, and worked with him for many years. Um, many years. It's funny because he actually is the same age as my daughter, and they graduated the same class. Um, that when it was time for his graduation, I cried. My daughter was like, "What are you doing crying for him?" You know, I'm the one that's graduating too. I was like, "But I don't have any concerns about you," you know. But with him, it was just different. It was just really different. It's really different. So, um,
And I feel you on that because when I shared the reel, so many people reached out and said, "Well, I have a child that's autistic," and I mean, people I talk to on the app every day, and I really did not know how many people are parents of that. And I can only advocate so much because I personally don't have a child on the spectrum on either end, but my heart goes out to it because I have had close friends that do, and I see how hard they struggle, like when they want to be included in stuff but they can't because their child is having an episode and they have to stay at home to make sure that their baby is okay. Like it's such a deep thing to me that that's why I wanted to, like, include them and let them know that they are enough. Because like I said, like the one of my guests of honors is one of my personal friends, and she makes sure every day of her life is made sure to making sure her son has somewhat of what we consider a normal life, and to make sure that he knows that even when he can't read social clues and even when he has episodes, that he is enough. So that's why I wanted to make sure that the parents knew too. And also because our other guest of honor, Rainey, one of our GQs, I pay attention to the notes on IG, and I've seen her story a couple times, and my heart went out to her because she's doing it by herself, and I want her to know she's not alone. So that's what this is all about. Like the support group, it really starts with one or two people coming together and just being able to share their stories. So if we
mhm.
can still get that off the ground, I would love to advocate on behalf of that. Like our children are very near and dear. Blue love the kids, y'all. I like the kids a lot more than the grown people, but I love the kids. So yes, I would love to help you with that, Mr. Nine, if you want to still get that started, and anyone else that wants to.
Yeah.
I would love to help you with that too, Miss Divine. A high functioning artistic child. So I will
Mhm.
help you with that too.
That sounds great. Um, I think it's well needed, you know, especially with seeing streamers here with children with autism. It's a different thing. Um, I'm gonna let's see. I almost had somebody. Hold on. Let me drop down and answer this call and
Okay,
see if I have somebody that's coming through. Just a moment.
thank you.
Okay, go
Well,
ahead.
while we are waiting on the guests that are coming, thanks to our supportive team of supporters, you welcome to You Are Enough every Sunday at 7 p.m. Hold on one second.
It's okay it's okay not to be okay, but just know that you are enough.
Oh yeah, AJ, I grab your tissues. I should have put that on the flyer. I do apologize. It get deep in here, but it's okay because it's releasing. Like it's not like we have to let that out. We have to get that out because after we cry, then we can laugh and we can be okay and we can know that we are enough. And then we can tell other people they're enough because now we feel enough to tell people that. So yes, hi Troy, welcome Troy. Yes, thank you for coming through, Troy. No, 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 no. The door is locked today. Sit down. Welcome, CD Tate. Yes.
CD Tate.
Welcome, everybody. It's a little bit of a delay, but it is all right because we are a family here. Welcome, King.
Welcome to You Are Enough every
Mm-hmm.
Sunday
Mm-hmm.
at 7 p.m.
Yes, I never got a chance to get. Okay, I went in there, but I never got a chance to actually invite her. Hi, Lock Beauty. Welcome to You Are Enough. We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's okay not to be okay. Just know that you are.
You really are. You really are.
Anybody that has an artistic child, whether it's on the high spectrum or the low spectrum, you are enough.
You are. And if you would like to share, please press the plus. It's an open forum at this point. Open to discussion. You share as much as you want, as little as you want. We don't give advice. We're just here to listen. We're here to listen to what you have to say and to let you know that no matter what, you are enough.
Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
everyone.
Hi,
I'm
gorgeous.
great. One second. One second.
Lock game. Okay, I see you. I see you. Got the
Okay.
mistletoe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So my name is Lock Beauty. Um, I have a 5 year old. Well, actually, sorry, he's not five anymore. He just turned six. I have a 6 year old who is diagnosed with autism. He is high functioning. He's considered a level one. However, the behavior that he displays kind of makes him a level two, but they won't diagnose him as level two because he's very intelligent. He articulates very well. However, on the behavior side of this, he is like a 2 year old. He has the attention span of like a 6 month old. So in school, he struggles a lot. And something that we're dealing with right now in this moment, he's been in school since August. He's in kindergarten, and he has not been in school an entire full day yet. He has yet to be in school an entire full day. They constantly call me to pick him up. He's been suspended a total of 6 days already. Um, it's a very horrible experience. I've been in so far 5 2 hour IEP meetings. Um, and we haven't gotten anywhere yet. We just keep having these meetings that go nowhere. We get no resolutions. It is the most frustrating thing that I've ever experienced in my life. It's very frustrating. What's the age? He's 6. He's in kindergarten. Let's see. The other day they called the police on him because he bit his teacher. Yeah. I was like, are you freaking serious? Yeah, so he has a private psychology test diagnostic, and the school also did their diagnostic. And what we're trying to do, the school that he attends is not trained to handle kids with autism. Like they have a little bit of training, but they don't have any training to his magnitude. They are not. Excuse me, but I need one moment, okay? Okay, one moment. One moment, please. I apologize. I can't find. I
It's
don't know how to
okay.
mute.
It's okay.
Okay, while she's
Y'all,
taking
give
her
me a
moment,
moment. Give me a moment,
welcome to
please.
You Are Enough. We are here every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am OG Blue, the sec of GQ Bars. This is my lovely partner, Real Sister 46. And we just want to let y'all know that we are here to build a community of positivity. Everybody is going through something, and sometimes we just need to know that we're not alone and that no matter what we are feeling and going through, that we are enough. Whether we're good enough, talented enough, smart enough, capable enough. And that's what we're here to let everybody know, as well as ourselves, because this show helps me just with y'all. Y'all help me feel better about myself too and let me know I'm enough. And I appreciate that. Oh, got the level up.
Thank
Okay.
you for the level up.
Sorry about that, you guys. I
You
apologize.
do
It's
not have to apologize. That is life.
you are enough.
Right. And this is a
Cause there's
prime
always
example.
something.
And this is a prime example of why I felt the need to give y'all's flowers, because y'all, the struggle is real.
No,
This,
so like we go through things where he's breaking things, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. And just now, he just broke my iPad.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, we've been through about 4 TVs over a year's time span. We've been through 4 sets of bed over a year's time span, and 3 phones, and now my iPad. So yeah, this is so fun. This is so
ooh,
fun.
I feel honored now because she do not box up, y'all. This is a special honor. This is big. Oh my God. Oh Lord, this is huge.
Okay.
She is true because I do not box up. I do not box up. Thank y'all. Thank you. So I just want to say to Locked Beauty, my son is 13. Everything that you are talking about, I promise you it's going to get better. It's hard. It is definitely a journey, but learn to celebrate the small things, the small victories as you go along, because they're going
Oh,
to
I
come
do.
at you with the he can't do this, he can't do that. I have been told my son needs to be institutionalized. He'll never do this, he'll never talk. I mean, it's just always been a no, 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 never, 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 never. My son is talking. He is very intelligent. Whatever it is that he is into, focus on that. My son loves music. He loves
Mhm.
trains. He loves
Mhm.
Legos. He is an electronics boy. And, I have been there with you before where we break the phone, we break the tablet, and it is a complete meltdown. Complete meltdown. Um, but I just want to encourage you to just keep going. It will, and it does get better.
Thank
Love
you.
him for everything that he is. I mean, I cannot stress to celebrate the small victories enough, because at the
Absolutely.
end of the day, he has taught me so much in my life to just like, I don't worry about things anymore. I stay in my lane. We do what we do. If people don't want to accept that, it is what it is. Like, okay, you're not
Absolutely.
for us then. Because we
Right.
come as a package, and if
Right.
people want to be mad because I can't make it here, I can't go out there, I can't do,
Mhm.
listen, he depends on me. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He does not like large crowds. He does not like loud music, but he is the loudest person I know.
Absolutely. Like it's so weird.
Yes.
It's so
Does
weird. Like
not like it, but is the loudest person I know.
that's what I be saying. I be like, you don't like noise, but you're in here making the most noise for one
Yes.
individual. And I just be like, all right, okay, do what
I see my
Ew.
friend that shit, her son is like that. Like he'll be like, "Ma, it's too much noise." She's like, "The only one I hear is you." And then he'll be like, "Oh," and then he'll just run off and go play. Like he didn't just
Right.
complain about the noise level. I mean, it's just. But my heart goes out. Like I never like to compare, but even like for regular six, like I don't want to say regular, that's the wrong word. For 6 year olds that are not on the spectrum, they
Right.
have behavior problems. Children are gonna act up. So
Right.
I hate
Right.
that people try to separate that and be like, oh, he's acting up because of that. Children are children. They break electronics. My 6 year old broke everything. Like she got
Mhm.
like money was growing off of ATM. I used to have to chill.
Right. And I
Absolutely.
get that, right? But this is the thing. So like he's very impulsive. He has the like his heart wants to do the right thing, but like if he gets annoyed or aggravated or upset, then all his impulse takes over and it's like an instant like reaction and then he's instantly remorseful. She's saying mute her. He's instantly remorseful and it's just like intellect wise, he has the IQ of a 9-year old. I don't think she could hear. There we go.
I didn't
um
hear her say that.
oh yeah. Um I forgot what I was about to say. It'll
You
come back to me.
you were
You were
talking about
saying
his intellectual level.
how
Oh
intellectual he
yeah, like
is.
he's very intelligent. Like they're gonna test him for gifted classes because he tested 97% on his standardized testing, but the struggle with him having to sit still for the test is where we got to find balance because he's capable. However, the amount of time that it takes to do these tests, he is not able to keep still and focus for that long. So he'll do it for a second, then he'll go wander off, do something else. And they're like, well, we have to focus on him sitting down. I'm like, baby, I can't get him to sit down at home. So if you can get him to sit down at school, good luck. Good luck.
Right.
Because that's almost impossible. And then they like keep trying to shove medicine down him. And I'm just like, medicine is not always the answer. I don't want him to be like a zombie. Um, and any instance that he may need medication to focus later on in life, if I start him on this medication now, when he really needs it, his body is going to build an immunity and it's not going to be effective. And they're just like, well, it'll just solve a lot of the problems. Um, ABA therapy helps a lot. You just got to have
Absolutely.
a different type of patience. And maybe y'all just can't offer him that.
And a lot of
But
schools don't. A lot of
They really
schools
no,
don't.
don't.
They
You
really
you're
have
don't.
to
right.
seek it out yourself. She just mentioned ABA therapy. If people aren't familiar with
Oh,
ABA,
I'm
it's
sorry.
no. You're speaking your language, and a lot of people probably aren't familiar with it. But ABA is applied behavior analysis, which
Right.
is specializes in therapy for mostly adolescents that are on the spectrum. It's a lot of repeat behavior or repeat
Mhm.
prompting and
Mhm.
even tone, repeat
Yep.
prompting and even tone. So
Mhm.
it's not giving choices, but just the repeat of it. And a lot of times in schools, they want to give everybody their choice. But when you're teaching someone on the spectrum, you have to teach them the patterns of behaviors or what's
Mhm.
acceptable
Right.
first, because they don't have the automatic is this correct or is this not. So yeah,
Right.
ABA is awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have to agree with Miss Divine. Like here in the state that I'm in Alabama. Okay. I don't care if y'all
Mhm.
know. They actually had one school that has a fully endorsed ABA therapy, everything is autism program. I fought for 2 years. 2 years to get him into this program. And then once we finally got him into this program, it's like everything for school was smooth sailing. Like even though he's still below, his scores went up. Like his behaviors kind of changed. He improved. He enjoys going to school. We're not fighting. I'm not getting the phone calls like Lock Beauty, 9:30 in the morning. We need you to come pick up your child already. And like, oh my God, I just dropped them off. Or, we just got there. You calling me already at 9:30 to come pick him up. My child, again, has been suspended. And has literally been sent over to the middle school in the ISS department with the resource officer. And I'm like, why am I walking all the way over here to pick up my kindergartner? Same exact scenario, because they didn't know how to handle it. And I said, well, and I am that type of mom. I'm going to be the bear. I really turn into some sort of other Star Wars creature when you want to talk about my child.
Yeah, I do. I get that. Because they be like, why you keep fighting, baby? I'm going to fight for my child. He has the right.
Every time. Every time. But I finally fought, and they got a behavioral specialist to come in to take a look at him. And she was like, I don't even know why he's here. He needs to be over here. Within 1 month, they transferred him from that school to the school that he should be in. And we have been doing great ever since.
Awesome.
Granted, he has like his days still, like anybody else has their days, but it's overall better. And they know me. His teachers know me. Text me if there's a problem. Text me. I don't care what it is I'm doing. And I let my job know, listen, I only have one child. I can't get no more. I can get another job. So try me, you want to. If my baby needs me, I'm leaving to go take care of that. Because I know how to hustle. I know how to grind. Again, I can get another job. I can't get another him. So yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I fight for mine.
Yeah, I get that. Like I was on leave from August until October. Yeah, I was on leave from August to October, and they were calling me every day. When are you coming back? When are you coming? Baby, I'm on a medical leave. Don't call me.
Okay.
You got everything you need. You got all the documentations you need, baby. I am on leave. When I am free to come back, I'll let you know. I just went back to work last week. But it's still a struggle because my son can be at school for 45 minutes and they will call me. 45 minutes. They will call me and be like, yeah, today isn't a good day. It's not working. Can we try again tomorrow? Why do y'all call me and say, can we try again tomorrow? Y'all need to make this work. Because if y'all keep setting the tone that every time I do something that I'm not supposed to do, you're going to call mommy and I get to go home, he's going to get that in his head that if I don't want to be at school today, I'm going to act out so you can call mommy and I can go home.
Yes.
And that is not what we want.
Yes.
That's not what we want.
Have y'all ever got a call? Okay, my daughter, she did not want to talk. She didn't want to talk to nobody.
No, he outsmarts them all the time.
Once she get to where she want to talk to somebody, that is going to be the only. It could be the middle of the night. Mama, can you call such and such so I can talk to them? Baby, they sleep. But so I said we're gonna have to wait till the next day, and she just said it's okay. But yeah. She was one of those that didn't want to. She could sit in school with she would sit there and they would be asking her questions, calling her name. She just sit there, just like this. Those are the type of calls I got. Your daughter is being stubborn. She don't want to talk to me. So they wanted to test her. They said she had an intellectual disability. Now she does have a slight intellectual disability, but it's more of autism. She's on the higher spectrum of autism. So I'm learning how to help her as an adult. You know, it was kind of easy when she was, like younger, and I could get different I could go to different classes so that they can help me with it. She's 21 now.
Oh yeah, it's way different. It's way different.
She's way different.
It's I don't know how anything else works. I've only worked in the state that I work in with special education and things. But like CD was saying in the comments, have there been any suggestions or What
I,
directives are given during his IEP?
so I make all the suggestions because clearly they're like deer in headlights. They don't understand anything. They don't understand how he can talk so like smart and he knows so much, but then he behaves a certain way. And I'm just like, that's autism, baby. I can't explain it to you. That's just how he is. Either you're gonna accept it or you're not. But in this case, you have to accept it because you are supposed to do your job. Your job is to give him a free education, which he is entitled to. And if you can't do that, let me know now so I can go to the right people to make this happen for him. So I've suggested that they put him in our state. We have what is called the PACE program. And basically that is where they have like it's like inclusion classes, but at the same time, it's on a very much smaller scale. And there are like several individuals within the classroom that are trained in like the different holds that they do if they become aggressive or self-harm. And they always have somebody extra there available if they're needed, right? At his current school, they don't have anybody. They just have like the PE teacher who may be trained in some holds, but not all of it.
Yeesh.
And then they would have to walkie-talkie him. And my son elopes. My son scales everything. He scales, he jumps, he jumps. He's aggressive, he bites, and and it's sad to say, but some of the kids in the inclusion classroom, they don't understand it. They've never seen anybody act this way, so they're afraid of him in a sense. And it makes me feel bad because I don't want any kid to be afraid, right? But parents have to talk to their kids about kids that are not like them so that they are prepared for situations like this. And in the IEP meetings, they don't do anything. We had an IEP meeting on Friday that was 2 hours long, and the resolution that I was expecting was that he was going to be transferred come January to a new school. But that is not what happened. What ended up happening is, oh, where is he at now? Boom. Okay, we talked about where he was from the last IEP meeting, which was about 30 days ago. Nothing's changed. No behaviors have improved. Okay, well now we can call so and so and have them come to a meeting. Why weren't they called for this meeting? I was expecting a resolution. We've had 5 IEP meetings with nothing. We've gotten nowhere. And like I've even offered my own support. I've offered to have his therapists, which are willing to come into school and be in school with him all day long. And they told me no. The district has told me no. The school has told me no. So why are y'all calling me if I've offered a resolution to y'all to help y'all?
So how many times has he been suspended this year?
He's been suspended 6 days, um, total. But they get 10 before you have to have a manifestation meeting.
Okay, so you can refuse for him to come home if they just
They
want to
said that
send
I
him home.
can't. They said that I can't refuse.
If you're not suspending him, he has no reason to come home.
Right.
Yeah,
They're
they
forcing
want
you
to
out
suspend.
of the manifestation. That's what they're doing.
Oh, so when they
Yeah.
call, I could say no, I'm not coming to get them.
You can not say that you won't come and get him, but say it in a way that if he's not suspended, then why am I coming to get him?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
because on Tuesday they called me to come and get him, and he wasn't suspended.
Do y'all have classes? I mean, like certain classes in the actual school that he can go in?
So, in his school, they only offer inclusion. They only have one kindergarten inclusion class, and um, I just don't think they're prepared for kids with his magnitude of behavior.
Right.
And that's not his fault, and it's not my fault. That is their lack of doing their due diligence, doing their homework. Because before he came to this school, I tried to prepare them as best as I wanted, like as best as I could, and they did not heed anything that I provided. They were neglectful. So why do I have to reap the benefit, or why do I have to pay for them not doing what they should have done when I tried to prepare them for him coming?
Blue.
You can go
I
ahead. I'm
had to
sorry.
take my daughter out of district. I had to
Okay,
take
that's
my
what
daughter out of district to get her the help that she needed.
That was my question. Okay, the friend that I have that I had invited to the show, she doesn't want to put him in a school that's just for autistic kids because she doesn't want him to feel singled out.
Right.
But his IEP, right? I make sure I get the right terminology. His IEP, the one that went over his IEP with her, suggested that it worked for him because of he just could not. He not, I won't say could not because he actually did, and eventually he got it together. Um, have you thought about putting him in a school? Is there a school around? Like I mean, I don't. You
So
don't.
they
We
don't
we
have
don't want
like,
them to feel different.
right, there's no school solely for kids with autism. They just have schools that have programs within the school that are structured around kids with autism. And that's what I'm fighting for. But it's taking so long. I've been requesting this since August. When I first saw that this inclusion class was not working, I I have tried to fight to make it happen. They're the ones dragging their feet. They're like, we got to go through this step, this step, this step, this step. But my son has had to have stitches in his head because of they're failing him.
Girl,
He
what?
was having a tantrum and his teacher didn't want to get head butted. She was already holding him. She did not want to get head butted. So she let him go. And instead of paying attention to what was around her before letting him go, she let him go by the corner of a table and he hit his head and he had to get stitches. Hmm.
Um,
And that not being
are are
What?
you are
Oh,
you
me and the teacher would
keeping
have been
all of
bumping.
this in writing?
What?
I am, and I get emails. Like I have a long paper trail. Like his
God.
BCBA, his behavioral, the supervisor of his ABA therapist, me and her have grown to have a close relationship, and she comes to every IEP meeting with us. Everything that goes on, she's included in all of our emails because I have a huge paper trail from August to now. I have over 100 emails. Like I've emailed superintendents, I've emailed supervisors, I've emailed anybody that I possibly can email because I want the best for him and I want him to succeed. So yes, we have everything documented because him hurting himself in that way was like a big no-no for me
Ooh,
because
child.
I cannot I I can't I don't know if he's gonna be saved. I'm just so worried every day. I'm worried.
Mhm.
But I okay, so okay, like I said, I'm just an advocate. I'm just here because I care. But I agree with AJ because my friend, her son is about what, let me get it right. He's about 13 now, and he has adapted so well. He's even on the basketball team now. He loves it. Like this
Yeah.
is the little boy that didn't even like to sit in class because it was too noisy. Now he's not loud. You know how loud a basketball court is when you bouncing and dribbling the ball. So I agree with her. Like hold out hope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and all
Yeah.
kids have issues with behavior.
Absolutely.
I don't know any child that does not act up. I mean, it is a little different. I do hear the difference, but I don't want you to feel like don't let those people trick you into thinking that it's just something completely wrong with him, as if the other kids in
Oh, I
that class
know.
ain't
I
cutting
have
up too.
another kid. Right. I have
Right.
another kid. So I know that's not the case. And my
Okay,
kid was successful in this school, but he isn't. So I get it.
okay,
I do. And I understand, but at a certain point, like all of this doesn't fall on him. This falls on the adults who don't know how to handle situations. They don't have patience. They lack, basically they're ignorant to the
Hmm.
autism spectrum. And that's not his fault. That's not my fault. They have to be better educated. And
right.
I just realized I remember the program called Mindset. So they feel like ew.
Sorry. Okay,
they
I'm going back on mute. I'm going back on mute.
thank you. Um, but they use the program Mindset, and it's not really like it's not solely for kids on the spectrum. It's for all behavioral issues, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Does the IEP say how many hours he is supposed to
Yes, he's
have?
supposed to get 15 hours.
15 hours a week?
Hmm. And the reason why it went down to 15 is because um at one point he wasn't going to school at all. He was staying at home with me. He was not going to school at all. So he wasn't receiving any services. And I was being his teacher, right? And then it came to a point that he was getting too comfortable with being home that I suggested, can we do half days so that he can get in, stay in that structured environment? Because being home with me does nothing. He will never
Right.
learn how he's supposed to
Right.
behave in a classroom setting if he's always home with me and I'm being the teacher. So that's when the hours got dropped from like 25, 30 to 15. But even then with the 15, he still wasn't getting those hours. Half days worked for the most part. For the most part, and we did an A-B situation. So it would be like on A days he would go from 8:50 to 12, and then on B days he would go from 12 until 2:30. The school day is over at 4, but because he goes to ABA therapy, I have to pick him up no later than 2:30 so that he can get his hours through ABA, because that's one thing I don't want to lose. So no matter what, I'm going to pick him up from school and take him to ABA therapy because I don't want to lose our spot. Getting into ABA in my state is so complicated and so hard that I would not
Mhm.
jeopardize that for anything. Luckily, we were able to like as soon as we got a diagnosis at 2, I was able to get him into ABA because we went to a school or a daycare that offered ABA in house. And I put him in that daycare because I wanted him to know how to behave and act around other kids who were autistic or had disabilities, not knowing that he had autism himself. So it kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Nice.
and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. I don't know what
Mhm.
made me do that, but
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I did it. I did it.
Nice.
And I think at the end of the day, I just feel like he'll do much better in a more structured, less crowded, less people environment. I just need them to get to it, because every time I make a suggestion or I offer them support, they shoot us down, and I'm tired of being shut down. I'm tired of being told no, because if I'm giving you a resource so that I can continue to work, because if I don't work, then I can't pay bills. I can't have a roof over my kid's head, and we can't continue to live the lifestyle that we're used to living. Not to mention that they deny us for SSI umpteen times because he's a level 1 and he's
Yep.
super intelligent. And I don't feel like that's fair.
No.
Blue asks is, have you gone to the school board directly?
So no, because I feel like if if I'm getting this much pushback, first of all, let me tell you how hard it is to talk to these people. Going directly to them is like sitting down there and waiting in the DMV line for hours. And then them closing their doors and still not talking to anybody.
True.
Thank you. So I use my resources wisely. So the principal is on board with me, right? She does everything. I will say this: the principal does everything within her powers to help me help my son. It's everyone else that does not do their part. So she's my only connect directly to like superintendents or people like higher up, like her boss's boss, so forth, so on, right? Now, I would say that it would be easier for me to talk to the governor of my state before I talk to the school board. And I know that sounds crazy,
Mhm.
That's
but
so
I
true.
feel I feel like I feel like it would be easier for me to write a letter to the governor of the state of Georgia, hmm before I would be able to get anything from the school board. That sounds crazy, but
There should be
that's
a director. There should be a director of special education.
she's always in her IEP meeting. She forgets the emails that she sends. Like when we told her about, because we've had two different schools come and do observations, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that I even emailed these people." What do you mean? You're the
Yeah.
director. Why aren't you keeping track of this stuff? Why do I have to remind you of things that you have done already?
Mhm.
There's a huge disconnect. There's a huge lack of communication. And it's the most frustrating thing. Like when I say it's the most frustrating thing that I've ever dealt with in my life, it is overwhelming. Sometimes I'm to the point like, is it me? Like, am I doing everything that I'm supposed to do? Is
You
it
are,
him?
yeah.
Nope.
So
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. There are days I be like, God, I don't know where I failed, where I went wrong in this
Right.
situation, but help me, please. I know
Right.
exactly what you mean.
Cause
Know exactly
and
what you mean.
sometimes I be scratching my head like, all right, God, like, come on now, you this test is real tested.
Yeah.
yeah,
Can I get a little calmness? Can I get a little
yeah.
peace? Cause baby, this
Yes.
is becoming a bit much.
Woo.
And I talk to him just like that. I'd be like, all right, God, can I get a break? Enough
Hmm.
is enough now. We
Just
done been
know that
fighting and
you are
fighting.
enough. You
Thank
are
you.
enough.
That
It's
part.
okay not to be okay. You are enough.
Thank
Mm.
Be
you.
honest. I acted kind of unruly and strange, and then they started getting into gear because sometimes, like a principal once told me, sometimes them teachers and the other staff, they don't want to deal with nobody children like that at all.
Hmm. And I will
Hmm.
say this is going to be a very vulnerable and transparent moment for me. But there was one point where like they were calling me. One day they called me 14 times in one day. 14 times in one day. And nothing was solved. And I was just to the point where like just call CPS because I can't come. Like I have to do something different because this isn't working for me. And they're like, what? No, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll try to make it work. So I have to be to the point of like giving up completely before y'all like, oh, we gonna make it work. Like that's crazy to me. But in that moment, I really felt like adoption was my best option. Now I no longer feel like that, but in that moment with everything that I was dealing with and everything that I was facing, I felt like I was not built for this. Like I could not do this anymore.
I have been there too. I'm telling you, I have been there. Hang in there, Lock Beauty. I have been there too. I have legitimately looked into giving my son over to a safe home and going to get myself mentally checked out. I
Yep.
have been there, okay? Been there. Yes.
It
Yes,
was so
Blue.
quiet when I asked to be unmuted, and he started talking as soon as I got unmuted. But it's okay though. The reason I asked about the school, the board of education, that's what I meant. I don't know if I said the board of education, the school board. Okay,
Okay.
Right, you did.
so
You did.
my friend, the teacher actually, I sat there and heard because listen, I was ready to fight. I'm not even a confrontational person like that. I heard her say, "I already work hard for the regular kids, and you want me to work extra hard just for your son,
Right. That's the way
girl."
they see it too.
When
That is the way
I
they see it.
say
I would
it
have
took
flipped
everything
out.
in
Like,
me
what are you talking
not to
about?
jump over her and punch that lady in her face. But she went to the
That's
school
right.
board,
Man.
and so they made all those teachers in that particular school because that was a school in his district. And she said she didn't feel like that she had to go out her way to send him to a school way across town just for people that are capable when they should make it the teachers at the schools that are in his neighborhood are just as capable. So they made them take classes. Like they
They
got
need
mad
to.
because he needed a nurse on the bus because he has seizures. So like he can't ride the bus without a nurse, and it's a nurse that has to know how to deal with him having a seizure, like his specific type of seizures, because he has grand mal. I want to say.
Yeah, grandma seizures.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So you got to know how to handle that because there's certain protocol when it comes to seizures. So they didn't like the fact that they had to make concessions for that because they didn't have anyone to do that. But they wouldn't let her they wouldn't let her send him with a nurse that she of her personal choosing had to be school board approved. So it was a whole lot of
It's a
rigmarole. But
whole
that's
lot that comes with this school board thing. Like it's so overwhelming, and it's like you don't understand it half the time because it's just like why can't I offer you if I have a resource, why can't I offer it to you to make your job easier? Why would you tell me no, but then constantly call me? I told him like
right.
when I went back to work on Monday, my email said, I'm going back to work. I can no longer do this. He's gonna be in school a full day. You guys are gonna have to make it work. Do not call me unless he's being rushed to the hospital via ambulance. And I said that. And don't call me.
Because a lot of times they
Do
will
not
call just
call
because it's
me.
easier to call you to come get him instead of
Yeah.
having to deal with
Yeah.
him.
What I wanted to say um to everyone, and especially with you, Lock Beauty, because I hear some of the distress in your voice,
Yeah, I hear it
to
too.
definitely give yourself grace,
Absolutely.
I
um,
do.
You're doing a
and
fantastic job.
understand
Thank
the
you.
things that you do right. Pat yourself on the back for those things. It's easy. It's easy to give up. It's easy to give up. It's hard to press, but you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Absolutely. You
You're
got
Thank
it.
you're doing
you.
a great job.
You got it.
Thank
You both
you.
are, and
You
everyone
got it.
else, that anybody that's in the comments that have these same struggles, as you can see, clearly you're not alone. AJ got up and she knew exactly what Locke was talking about, and that was the whole purpose, to find that community of belonging, of people that know what you're dealing with. See,
Hmm.
now these ladies can call one another. She can be like, "Hey, AJ, listen, I need to be in your ear about this real quick.
Right?
You said to get better, right?
Right.
What's going
Right.
on?" So make sure
I'm
y'all
gonna
Right.
save everybody. Make sure everybody save everybody. We gotta make sure everybody get saved.
I'm gonna drop down real quick, but I did want to say too to everybody, know what you need. Figure out what you need to in order to keep going as well. Because
Right.
a lot of times, and especially working, being parents to children
Thank
on the spectrum, you pour out so much, but you got to find a way to pour back into yourself. If you haven't
right.
found that way, seek that. You know, if it's support groups, if it's support amongst each other. All I am is Miss Divine. You can come and check me out on my featured show. You know, I'm so for
Listen, she
real.
plugged it.
But
I was about to tell y'all come get some wellness with Miss Divine
for
every
real,
Saturday
I'm
morning.
gonna tell y'all. But for real, I started my show because I was a family support specialist, and I worked with parents who had children that had severe disabilities, mental disabilities.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it sparked me to be able to communicate with them in a better way or different way on their personal wellness. While you're pouring so much into your children, what else can you do? That I started doing that stuff for myself. That's why I started my show, because of what
Right.
I'm doing. So when I talk about the 8 dimensions of wellness, it was because I was a one-on-one para for a young man who had autism. That's where it all started. So it's like full circle for me. Don't
Hmm.
stop. You can do it. I'm so
And
for
then you
real.
got me
When
too,
I
cause listen, I don't have a child on the spectrum, but anybody that know me know I be networking. So I may not be able to help you in that moment, but I'm gonna find you somebody that know what's going through. I'm gonna connect the dots. So if you need to
Right.
call me, I am always available. Even if you just
Yeah,
need to
Thank
you can
listen to
come
ear.
you.
get her. You can come
Thank
get her.
you. Not you can come get
Get
her.
her.
I'll see y'all later. I faved everybody. I think I already
Thank
All
have
you,
right.
thank
everybody
you,
saved, but check me
Sunflower.
out, y'all. I'll check
Fine.
y'all out too. Love you all.
Thank you all for coming to
Thank
You
you.
Right Now on Sundays at 7 p.m. It's okay not to be okay. Just
Absolutely.
all right now.
And I'm sorry
I
for my background, y'all. I
appreciate
got a lot going on.
who
It's
All right.
okay.
But I got you, Lock Beauty. Just we'll hook up if you
Okay.
need just a listening ear, like for real. I
Okay.
been
Thank
there,
you.
done that. You got this. We got this. We all got it
Yeah.
together.
They say it gets easier. They say these are the hardest years.
are.
They literally
They
say these
are.
are the hardest years. And once he
They
gets
are.
older, it'll get easier. So
It is.
come on,
It is.
easier. Come
It
on,
is.
easier.
It,
It is.
I
It
mean,
does
I
level
will
out.
say that it does get easier. Mine, she really didn't get in trouble in school. The way she got in trouble was she has a list. So she said for her, you know how in Massachusetts,
Hmm.
you hear
Yeah.
Massachusetts. That's how she
Yeah. She's
says it.
trying. Right.
So
Oh, so they think she's cursing.
when she was 5 at school, she would always say her ass hurt. Her eyes. That's what she was telling them. Her eyes hurt.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that's the calls that I would get. Or like I said earlier, she don't want to talk to us. I don't like them, mama. I don't like people. I like animals. What do you want me
I
to
was
do?
gonna say that ain't got
Oh.
nothing to do with her autism. She get that honest. I'm just saying, we gotta go talk about that.
No, she was doing that before she got older. So that grew into her when she got older. Hey, I'm just
She
saying.
get that from her mama because her mama don't like
No,
people and she be ignoring folks too. I'm just playing.
don't say that I don't like people. I
I
like
just was
children
playing. It
more
was
than
a
I like
joke.
adults.
Me
I like
too.
children more than I like
Me
adults.
too. We love the kids. We love the kids.
I'm
Absolutely.
just saying.
Well, this has been
Well, okay.
amazing. This has been
Wait a
wonderful.
minute.
I
We're
did
not
not
done yet. Hold
intend to
up. We
get
got
in
a
a
gratitude.
box.
We got a gratitude statement for y'all because we love gratitude around here in these "You Are Enough" parts. We are
Okay.
big on gratitude.
It says, "Dear artistic child, you've made me a better mom. You've taught me what patience really is. You have your meltdowns. You have taught me to learn to control my emotions and reflect on my reaction to the situation. It was not easy, and I have read before that patience is bitter, but the fruit is sweet.
Hmm. I
For
like
you
that.
not to
I
be
like
I
okay,
that.
like that.
you
She
are
will send it to
enough."
y'all if you need her to. Yes.
Send it to me because I need to read this every day. Cause
Yes, ma'am, I sure will.
That is definitely on point. On
you
point.
got to send it to my
Buddy.
Instagram though because I'm gonna be okay
Yeah.
not saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, listen.
Do
Follow
you
one of
offer
us
a
on IG,
word?
or I'll get with Aquarian
No.
and get to you
Yes, you should get
because
Yeah, you can send
Aquarian.
involved.
it to Aquarian.
I was gonna say, yeah, Aquarian is definitely part of the "You Are Enough" family. hmm
That's what's up. That's what's
He
up. We're
he he
part of a
kicked
lot of
this whole
families
he
because
kicked this whole special series thing off because he came and shared, and it was like it started off we would pick
Oh,
topics, and now people are coming with topics of their own. So I'm thank y'all for getting up,
I
especially you,
love
Miss AJ,
that.
because I know she don't box up. Like when she pressed that box and
AJ
I saw that
boxed up
chocolate
for me.
goddess get
She
up
was
here,
here
I
for
knew
moral support
then.
for me.
Yes.
I listen, yeah, that's what it's all about. That I told you I was
She
gonna
was
lock the
here
room
as
one day.
moral support
I told,
for
hey, thank you.
me.
Look at you, Grizzly. Check you out. I
I
told
said,
you, come
hold
on
up,
over.
hold up. Let me
Hi,
get in here with
Grizzly.
her. Hold up.
Thank you. I
I,
appreciate
I told
that.
you I was gonna lock the door one day though. You was gonna find the door locked. That was the day. That's why I said, come on back.
hello, City Tates. How you doing?
I'm
Hi,
doing
Hey,
well.
Lisa.
Thank
Mr.
you
City
for
Tate.
hello. Thank you for allowing me up. And I definitely wanted to say this first of all to each of every one of you as a mother, whether single mothers or mothers with help. I commend that first of all. But second of
Thank
all, let me
you.
say this: dealing with children sometimes that have these difficulties. I say this from the perspective of a man because oftentimes men cop out. I'm sorry to say that. If it hurts your feelings as a man, that
Hmm.
means you take it personal and it shouldn't be you. If it's not you, don't worry about it. If it is the other guy, then let him worry about it. With
Who's
that
that?
being said, the difficulty, first of all, for this as a mother, we have to know is on the extreme level because she's already the mother. Now she's having to be the take the role of the father too, and
Hmm.
ensure some of the things that she normally shouldn't have to do, she's doing. But this is the biggest thing that I've learned in having had the opportunity to work with a child with difficulties as such is knowing this. Consistency is the key. I kept using the word common sense because that's the simplest word that we can utilize in understanding that children, in severities like this, don't have common sense, and it's because they will touch fire, they will touch a
Hmm.
knife, they will step off of what they shouldn't, jump off of what they shouldn't, and they don't
Hmm.
understand that I'm going to hurt
Yep.
myself. They just think, oh,
Yep.
do it and do it. So in a sense, they're very, as when you walk through the store, sometimes they call impulse buys. They're very impulsive. Whatever the thought
Very
is,
impulsive.
they're going to try
They're
it.
acting. Yep.
So it's difficult because I know it requires, when I say constant supervision, but it's difficult because I get it. You may be doing this alone. You know what I mean? But the best that you can do sometimes is try to keep them right there at your side, except for that moment that you can't have them at your side. And I say that this is difficult, but let me tell you this right here. Sometimes you need to stand in the mirror and look yourself in the eye, and you don't get to speak to you as you see, you get to speak to the core of the woman that you are. First, you understand, I know the name of this segment is "You Are Enough." Yes, you are enough, but you look at yourself in that mirror, in your eyes, right there in the pupils, and you tell yourself, thank you, I appreciate everything that you're doing. And listen to what I'm saying. You say it like you're saying it to somebody else, but you're saying it to yourself. But you're
Mhm.
not, again, you got to understand, I'm talking to your soul. I'm talking to your spirit. I'm talking to where you're going to need this the most because it's you know what I'm saying? It doesn't manifest on a daily basis right in front of you. It manifests when you need it the most.
Mhm.
So
Right.
again, I when I say I applaud what you're doing as a single mother, don't give up. And I don't, boy, I apologize for even saying as a single mother, but for the one we know that's doing this by herself right now. But with you doing that, I'm serious. You look yourself in that mirror. You say that to yourself when you get that break, and you let it seek in, you let it saturate, you let it cover your soul. Because the moments of like what you say, when you feel like when you throw in the towel and wanting to give up, you understand that's okay. It's human. You stop
Mhm.
for a second. No matter what your situation is, you stop, you pause, you take that deep breath. That was one of my podcasts. My first podcast was called First Breath. I said, take that first breath because that's your reset in life. Right at that moment, you just took a reset in your day, in your life. And as you exhale that breath, you put yourself back in control. Remember that you have to understand none of this is not personal. It's not your child attacking you. It's not your child trying to be disobedient and unruly to you. It is just
Mhm.
there is, you know what I'm saying? What we consider to be normacy is just different. And the fact that it is different, you have to start to look and see different. You have to start to understand differently. And like I was telling you, the counters, you have to have counters sometimes. And one of the counters that I offer to you is repetition and consistency. But boundaries are going to be very big because
Mhm.
there are no boundaries for this child.
Right.
And the only way to establish those boundaries are seriously through consistency and through repetition. And there are going to be times when you try to establish those boundaries that the child may appear to seem more lazy or resilient than ever. And when they get to that point of resiliency, or you understand, or rebellion, then you have to look at it and think for a moment, what triggered this? What caused this? How
Mhm.
do I counter that? Because you know, I'm gonna tell you one of the most amazing things about your child. And this is what usually ends between the ages of 2 and 4. First of all, children come in this world with all the tools that they need in life, you understand. They do
Mhm.
legitimately. That's why you see 2-year-olds able to climb on top of refrigerators.
Mhm.
And you sitting here like,
Right.
Why
how
you
the
did it? How you do it?
Right.
I ain't never seen that in my life.
your heart about to jump out the chest and you trying to figure out, is this real? But
Right.
yeah. So when I tell you that a child comes in the world, you know what I mean, with what they need, we are there to lead and guide them along the way. But most importantly, you have to understand this child thinks differently. They operate differently. Their mind functions different, maybe even at a higher level in some areas and not at all in other areas. And all that you
Mhm.
most importantly can do, as I said, is approach this with that mindset. Take that deep breath sometimes. Think what triggered, and once you figured out what triggered it, how do I counteract the trigger? And then sometimes, you know what, you got to go into it with them and let them know, oh, this is how you're gonna behave. Okay, well, let's sit here and watch you for a little while. You go right
We
ahead.
literally
If
have a
you,
whole system
oh well,
that we
shoot,
use.
let me be quiet then. If you already
We
got the
literally have
system,
a whole
if you
system that we
already got the system, okay, so I just really wanted to come in and, like I said, offer encouragement to you, to each and every one of you that may, you know, understand, be dealing with situations and so forth with your children. But don't give on up on us, those young men, you understand, that may have difficulties and things of that nature. So again, I appreciate you and thank you for the opportunity to, Rhea. Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
y'all.
Oh, I do have one question. I do have one question. You said he was a level one
Mhm.
and level one autistic.
Mhm.
And
So
I'm now
it's
not
the
recalling all
spectrum
the.
is from 1 to 3. So 3 is like severe, like this is nonverbal.
Okay,
They can't
yeah,
use the restroom.
yeah.
They can't really do anything on their own. Level 2 means that they may be verbal, but they choose not to talk. So they have a talking device.
Say no more. Like I
Yeah,
just
and then
said,
level
repetition.
1, yeah.
Yeah. This is repetition. It's gonna be hard, and there are going to be some days. I'm telling you from experience. I know It's going to be hard. There are going to be some days. But all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna go with the stream. The stream is you are enough. Look,
Thank you.
look in there and realize that you are enough. You understand and know what you're made of. And once again, thank you. I appreciate you all.
Thank
Thank you. I
you.
appreciate you.
Well, this has been nice.
It was
Again,
very nice.
no intentions of getting in this box
But you
whatsoever.
see how that works?
But thank you.
Feel like this was a setup, Blue.
She didn't even know I was coming.
I didn't. I feel like it was a setup, Blue.
Blue didn't know I was coming either.
But it worked out. You
Aquarian
ladies,
just hit me up.
I am so happy that you did come. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
oh goodness. Okay, Blue. Can I drop? Can I drop
I
now?
have to take this to the Apple store. Oh,
Okay.
Got 1
Okay.
minute.
she said, "One
Wow,
minute."
Aquarian, really?
Okay, so we have to do outros properly. I need the people to know who y'all are. I mean, they not gonna see you too often, so they need to have this memorable outro. Let them know who you roll with, where they can catch you. You know, we don't see you in the box, but we know you be places. Yes, you gotta give your outro properly.
Uh-oh.
Like, who is this chocolate goddess in this box?
God. All right. Hello, everybody. I am AJ Godiva, Godiva, however you want to say it. It all fits the situation. So, I don't stream just yet. Y'all stay tuned. That is coming once I kind of get over some personal issues. The only thing I got coming up right now is this Saturday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be in an auction.
Yes,
I will be in an auction.
superheroes versus
So
supervillains, right?
that's right. Superheroes
Oh,
versus
that's what
superwomen.
Brooklyn owns. I know that
Yes.
person. Okay.
Wow.
Right, so
Wow,
Divine, she
Aquarius.
just don't even know it. I'm gonna have her on some of this GQ content. I'm just waiting on her to send me a pic for the
Yep.
flyers. I'm very
Yep.
persistent, AJ.
We gonna
Aquarian
get
be
it
trying to get
together.
me on
I don't know.
shows too, y'all. So don't feel
Yeah,
bad. He
he
be
is.
trying to
He
summons
is.
me.
I can't make that.
I know. But
Ooh, I
anyway, in
feel
the
you,
meantime,
girl.
in
I
between
feel you.
time, y'all can catch me in the streets. I'm kind of some of everywhere. I'm a
Right,
little bit of
right.
everywhere,
I agree with
visiting
Aquarian. You
everybody.
made a Star Wars reference earlier, so I'm gonna hit you with some Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try.
Right?
Oh my god. But yeah, but that's me. If you fade me, I fade back. And if you stream, I definitely do pop in your stream. So don't be surprised if you see me pop up in there on the random. But yeah. Love you
Hmm.
guys. Thank you so much for this
No,
opportunity.
Secretary of the Year. I don't want to be president. I want to be Secretary of the Year. Y'all make sure y'all vote for me. Hello.
Have a
All
good
right. Love
one.
you guys.
Love you
Thank
too.
you. Lot Beauty, tell them where they can find you.
Okay, so I'm Lot Beauty. I stream on BLK. I'm a daily streamer. I stream every day. You can catch me around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm a whole vibe. I'm positive. I'm funny, but you'll love it here. And if you don't catch me in the stream, then I'm somewhere in these streets, and I'll say, hey, y'all, hey.
Right.
It was nice talking to you guys. I
Thank you for coming
appreciate the
through. So we
opportunity.
appreciate it so much.
And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys more.
All right. We got lots of different topics, so make sure you pop in. Always get some you are enough
Okay,
in your system. Yes.
thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, y'all. As y'all know, I'm OG Blue, the second GQ. And please don't forget my bars. So y'all can catch me every Sunday with my beautiful co-host, Real Sister 46, on For You Are Enough. Make sure y'all tune in next week for the season 1 finale. It is dedicated to lupus survivors. So y'all got a special flyer coming. I know for everybody that loves the autism flyer, it's a special lupus flyer coming too. So y'all make sure y'all tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend for our season 1 finale with our guest of honor, Real Sister 46. Y'all are so excited. But y'all can catch me anywhere y'all see the GQ crown. Y'all can catch me anywhere y'all see our CEO G Wear No Way. If you want to be on any of the GQ content, whether it's Hood Feud, Attack of the Zodiac, Sing It, or anything else we got, Holler at me. If you want to be on somebody else's stuff, I got friends. And my friends got friends. And they friends got friends. I can get you connected. I promise you. We got this. All right. Thank y'all.
I am real sister, the host of You Are Enough with my beautiful partner, OG Blue. Thank you for coming to You Are Enough, 7 p.m. every Sunday. Y'all know and it's taken a lot in me to do You Are Enough. Now
Mhm.
Blue wants me to get by the way, we're gonna be, since I am the guest of honor, we're going to be doing it in OG Blue Phoenix live next Sunday. Um whew, yeah, that's a hard subject to talk about because not too many people know about it, and
And you want to know what,
yeah.
real sister? It's okay not to be okay because you are enough. Hello? Let's go.
Thank you. But yes, we will be having it in OG Blue Phoenix Live. And yes, I don't like telling about my me having lupus because I like to help other people. It makes me feel better whether I'm in pain, sitting here doing this show, whether I'm in pain or not. It's okay for me to help other people. It makes me feel better.
So, like I always tell you, because the show is over officially. Like I always tell you, okay, Aquarian, get out of my head. That's that air sign mentality. Let's go. I tell her all the time, let us help you. You